All right. I'm so excited. I'm like so excited. We're going to say goodbye to 2021, which actually was a great year for me. But that means the momentum is in place and I'm ready to go forward to see what 2022 has to offer. I am Jacqueline, founder and creator of Discover Love Matches. Well, in 2022, it'll be our 12 years anniversary of Love Business. We brought so many great singles together. Such amazing dynamic people have shown up, whether we've matched them through our agency or I've been able to give them the tools they needed to find their person and notice those that have been interested in them. I love supporting successful singles. I love seeing people have hope again for love and desiring more. And we've had a wild time on the dating journey when you're told to stay away from people, but yet you crave connection, you crave intimacy, you crave a partnership. And I want to encourage and support you as we roll into 2022 to see what's possible, to say yes to more dates, to ask more people out, to be more present on the date and not quick to judge, to not compare your date to an ex that drove you crazy, to choose flirting, choose hugs, choose intimacy, choose to be present and date like you're in a relationship, and stop dating just to date because you're bored on a Friday night, but to date to say, hey, you want to spend the weekend together? Do you want to just do something fun? I have to say, people have become a wee bit boring and flat in their conversation skills. Even when they ask you if you want to do something, their comments are more of like, well, what do you like to do? Instead of, oh, share and bounce the ball. We need to add to it and not be just open-ended. Oh, I like everything. No, what would you like to do together? Come up with 2 or 3 ideas and contribute when you're dating. Add to the conversation. Don't put all the pressure on somebody else. And if you actually want to ask somebody out, ask them with a question mark at the end of the sentence. People are trying to date with statements. They're just saying, oh, well, maybe one day we'll run into each other. No, I would like to go out with you. Do you think you'd be open to getting together for a drink, a bite to eat, to go for a walk, to catch a cup of tea or a movie? Like, ask things, invite people out, take the time to engage and participate in your own success story. There are so many amazing eligible singles, and they want to know you exist. They are excited to learn about you, but they can only do that if you show up. That's why we host events. That's why I have memberships. That's why I have programs and courses and opportunities galore for people to be accessible to the dating world. But most of all, that is important is that you have to decide you're worthy to find love, that you want to find the love that you desire, and you're ready to actually show up to be in a relationship. Yeah, hookups can be fun, but they kind of leave you empty after a little while. So if you're genuinely looking for a relationship, I want to encourage and challenge you to date people that you start planning a future with from the beginning. If you are interested in someone, let them know. If you are not interested, let them know. Don't leave people hanging. Don't be sitting there waiting for them to overtly ask you out. When it gets kind of unattractive, when you dance around the topic way too much and the person's like, I don't know if they're interested. I don't know if they like me. And you need to leave a date where the date doesn't wonder, are they interested or not? Be super clear, like make 2022 your vision of clarity and communication and vulnerability. And if you don't feel like you are ready to date at the level that you desire, then do some personal work. If you are running on empty, if you're filling your life up with drugs and alcohol and hookups or disconnect, you don't even know how to hug people, you don't even know how to give compliments, and you are in a dark place, don't bring that darkness to a dating opportunity. Nobody is going to fix you, wake you up, or make you better. You're only going to wear them out. So take some time, get yourself in shape, walk more, eat better, drink a little less alcohol and a little more water. Take the time to really tune into who you are so that when you do meet somebody amazing, you have an opportunity for a very loving relationship. You don't get to the place where you're like, I don't even have it in me. Show up healthy and vibrant and caring, because you know what? If you show that you care about you then your potential match is going to feel the desire to care too. But if you don't seem like you really care much about yourself, then it's actually very unattractive. And trust me, you do not want to either fall in love with or have somebody fall in love with you that thinks of you or they as a project to fix. Because I will tell you, after all these years of working with singles, once you clean up the project or the project has cleaned you up, you suddenly are no longer attracted to one another because you see potential of so much more. So do your personal work, take the time to decide that you are going to care enough about yourself to do the extra. Because my clients that I work so closely with are doing the work. They are showing up. They are being so raw and vulnerable that's not easy, but they're actually attracting really cool people and very loving connections because they're willing to actually be a team player in this process. They're not looking for someone else to do it for them. So I want to encourage you that as you go into 2022 to reevaluate where you're ending this year and where you want to end next year in a loving, kind way. This isn't about beating yourself up, but it is about saying, hey, if I'm going to attract who I want, I need to be the person that person wants to attract. I've had so many clients go through this amazing transformation, and they've even blown me away. I have to say, I've seen so much happen when people decide to get back in the driver's seat of their own happiness. So regardless of the wild and crazy world we live in, you have the power to make the choices. You have the power to be a more loving partner. If you're already in a relationship, you can change that around on a dime. You can all of a sudden start complimenting, noticing, making time for your partner, saying and doing loving thoughts. You might scare them and they might be in shock, but it's actually going to feed them. But when you are coming from an empty tank and you have nothing to offer and you don't even know what it's like to really nurture another person's soul, then you need to take time to first nurture yours and fill up your tank so you are just oozing with so much love and goodness and kindness. Be the person that does the and then some, because you know what? You are the real deal. There is so much love out there, and there are so many people craving to be loved, adored, kissed, and hugged by you, but you have to ready to show them all that you have to offer. So let's keep this conversation going. Let's go for the gusto for 2022 and really dive into love. I am Jacqueline, and I'm so proud and honored to support you on your love journey. Check us out at discoverlovematches.com and move forward and get love momentum.